Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about KATSEYE. So a little disclaimer before we get started, this video is for entertainment purposes only. All of my sources are linked in the description. Please do not send hate to anyone I talk about in this video or to me because that is not fun. This video is transformative and protected under fair use. So, little introduction. Global girl group KATSEYE has been scrutinized since their debut for their treatment of their minor member Yoonjae. There's heavy debate regarding whether or not Yoonjae is being over-sexualized, and today we're going to look at why that is. So a lot of this actually has to do with their newer concept, as when they debuted, their concept was very young, soft, and girly, and their EP Sis, or Soft and Strong, was pretty, I would say, just not basics. I did think it was interesting, but it was very traditional girly pop music, I will say. And there wasn't a ton that people had issues with that concept. However, their first comeback, Beautiful Chaos, was a really big departure from this, as it was a lot more edgy and experimental. And this is when people kind of started to have issues, as the concept was a lot more sexual or sexy than their previous concepts, and this really made people scrutinize the situations that Yoonjae was being put in. So, starting with Gnarly, which is the first single on Beautiful Chaos, this single brought a lot of controversy that I'm not even going to talk about in this video, but one of the controversies was that the song featured a sound effect from an adult film, which was overlaid over Yoonjae's part. The song's choreography and suggestive imagery in the music video also raised a lot of eyebrows. The music video also shows Yoonjae with a bottle of what looks like alcohol, which created controversy, as she and many other members of KATSEYE are under the legal drinking age in America, which is where they're based. Then we have Gabriella, which the song and music video for this one actually did not draw too much controversy. However, when they released the actual dance video, it drew a lot of controversy for having Yoonjae do more sexual dance moves. There was also actually a much better, controversy, as maybe controversy is not even the right word. Recently, the Beautiful Chaos tour began and included a more sensual choreography, during which the members had to dance with a backup dancer. And this drew a lot of attention actually because Yoonjae and the other two youngest members, Megan and Lara, had female backup dancers, and people said that this was protecting her because she's a minor. Great. So, on the Beautiful Chaos tour as well, KATSEYE debuted a new song called Internet Girl, which actually drew controversy because of the lyric, eat zucchini, do you read me, like the emoji, which many people had issue with because it sounds very odd, though it is actually speculated that this lyric is alluding to zucchini having the same meaning as the eggplant emoji, and this possible sexual connotation is pretty odd considering that, once again, Yoonjae is still a minor. So, is KATSEYE too mature? There's a couple takes on this. Some people think that Yoonjae is being babied by fans and people are treating her like a toddler rather than like an almost 18-year-old. Other fans point out that Yoonjae is only 17, and this is 2 years younger than the Korean legal adulthood age. She's been repeatedly put in sexual situations while being underage for a while now. A lot of people also feel that their concept became very mature very fast. Personally, I just find it odd that people are treating Yoonjae like she's an adult, as, at least in the US, she's still the age of a senior in high school. Even though she'll be 18 soon, which is the legal adulthood age in the US where KATSEYE is based, this has been occurring for a lot of the time that Yoonjae's been 17. Even if she does turn 18 in December, she would still not be out of high school. If she was still actively in high school, she'd still have another semester, and I find it just kind of odd that people want to defend a high school age girl being put into repeated sexual situations. And I think the more mature concept could work if it had been a slower transition and maybe there was another comeback between Sis and Beautiful Chaos to kind of bridge the gap but also give the girls time to actually mature. I like KATSEYE a lot, but I wish their concept, styling, songs, choreography were a little bit more conscious of the fact that there's still a minor in the group. I also think that this concept, even if they were yes, we're doing Beautiful Chaos, which is clearly what happened, I think a lot of the things that I talked about in this video could have just not happened. I think there could have just been choreography that was conscious of Yoonjae being underage. I think that sound effects like that did not have to go into Gnarly. There's a million sound effects out there, why that one? I just find it really odd, and I think this concept 100% could have been done without pretty much everything that I talked about in this video, and I just feel like it's weird to defend it, personally, in my opinion. But let me know your opinion. What do you think of, I don't know, what's your take? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.